Good morning and welcome to California Wood Custom Woodworking. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Today what I'm going to share with you is the process that I'm using for planning a remodel project to this home that we recently acquired. In my last video I kind of went through a walkthrough of the shop and what my goal is for my new shop area. I've been working on these plans for a little bit, so what I'm going to do, and you'll see it on the screen, is a basic site plan of our property, and then I'm going to explain to you what it all means and what I'm using to create this drawing and so on. So let me begin by saying what you're seeing on the screen right now is NanoCAD, which is a program that's web-based. It costs you about $300 a year for the subscription. The unique thing about this subscription is that you can use DWG drawings from AutoCAD. So this allows me to take all the drawings that I've done throughout the years and use them on this program, which is great because AutoCAD is such an expensive program and I really can't afford it for my own personal use. When I was still in the classroom, I used AutoCAD and also Revit. I would love to have Revit, but again, it is much too expensive for me to use for my own personal use. So this is NanoCAD. Now, I want to give you a brief description of how I started doing or using computer-aided drafting. I'd been working as a superintendent for a spec home builder in the Long Beach area. He calls me in to the office one day and says, "Hey Dave, I fired my draftsman. I want you to learn this program. All our drawings are done on this program. It's AutoCAD Release 9, and that just goes to show you how long ago it was. I had never used a computer before, so I kind of looked at him funny. So how do you turn it on? I didn't have a computer at home. He turned it on, went to the program, said, "Here's the book, go through it and learn the program." Luckily, I'd taken some drafting in high school and was working in construction for some time at that point and was used to seeing plans and going through plans. So it was a good transition from going to computer-aided drafting from drafting on paper. This program right here is the NanoCAD program, and as you can see, what I'm showing you right now is the floor plan or the site plan for the property we now own. This is the house on this side. This is in between the house and the garage, and this is the garage and the shop area. Now, most of this concrete, and you'll see pictures that this concrete is just basic concrete. It was never poured with the intent of what we want to use it for. Has a driveway in front. This property line, which is right here, you see it light up in green, is actually a property line for the existing house. The property on this side is a piece of land that we do own, but the city or county of Sacramento has an easement on it. We can't build on it because apparently they were going to put a street that went all the way through this area right here. That was almost 60 years ago. So we need to do some research to see if that property can be released from the easement of the city, seeing as they haven't done anything in about 60 years. So that's something that we want to do in the future. And you can see I have a driveway going back to the garage area and workshop. Some of this concrete is here. This is a new pad that I would like to pour, for a RV parking. I have about 14 feet there across, So I want to take and add this so that we can bring in a trailer, future plans. Hopefully we can get to that point. Now, I'm going to take you to the floor plan drawing. Let's see if I can get there because it's a little different than this is. This also is a little different on the plan that I'm working on now. This is a future pool possibly, and then the workshop. So I'm going to take you to the floor plan drawing that I have. Let's see, I think it's number 2. There it is. So as you can tell, I drew all the drawings, the beginning of the drawings, on just one sheet of paper, or just one in one file. Now I'm moving them into other files that we're going to call sheet 1, sheet 2, and so on. This is actually the floor plan sheet. This says Castle Mount Residential Designs, and that's what I used in the past as a name for doing plans. I've done a number of plans, some for cousins, friends. I have a good friend, John Soto, who lives in Southern California, is actually a general contractor, and I've done some plans for him and remodels that he's done, and I've gone by the name of Castle Mount Residential Designs, which is a combination of my last name and then my mother's last name, which is Montez. So here is the floor plan. As you can see, this addition says that it's 16 feet. Well, the whole addition is 16 feet by 42 feet. This line right here is actually a existing wall for an existing garage conversion. In the front, they converted a single car garage into a bedroom and then added a washroom, pantry area on this section. Now, all this construction that was done is kind of hokey because the floor is at different height. They used the existing foundation of the garage, and then they built up a block foundation for the new pantry area and washroom. And my plan is to demolish that whole area, take it down, take the foundation out, everything gone, and start over. These are just some pictures of the exterior of the home. Front of the house. Now you can see where the garage was converted. The new brick was covering the garage door. This is actually the addition on the backside. This is the side of the house where the new construction is going to be, and build a new foundation and a new addition, which is 16 feet by 42. It's a total of 740 square feet. This is a bedroom area here. This is going to be a walk-in closet. This is the new bathroom. This is a laundry room, pantry area to make up for what we're losing for adding this bathroom. As you can see, the deck goes almost the extent of the back side of the house. Now, there's a lot of work to be done on this as far as putting in the windows and doors and the door schedule and so on. So I basically wanted to show you the beginning of it. I'm going to go ahead and open another drawing, which is this is actually the elevation plan, and as you can see, it has all 4 sides of the addition and the existing house. Now, the addition is going to encompass basically to this point right here and then over, which is about 15, 16 feet or so with a new door window and so on. And I kind of want to give you an idea of where I'm going with this plan. This is a section of the new construction and old construction, and you can see that what's in blue is existing and what's in black is new. Eventually I'm going to have these foundations, and again, I just said that blue was existing and black was new, and I've got to change the layers here to make these black, because that's a whole new deck and a whole new foundation for that. The unique thing about this program, again, is, like I said, I could use existing DWG drawings to open up in NanoCAD and then use them in the drawings I'm doing now. This section right here was actually in this area, and it was for an addition that I had done for a cousin of mine, and you can see even the title on this sheet right here says Tebow Residence Addition, and that's just a drawing that I did for my cousin, and they did an addition in their home. Here's a section of that addition. Now, when I do these drawings, if it's not, real basic, typical construction, then I need to have a civil engineer go in and give me a set of calcs for, the size of the footings and foundation, floor joists, ceiling joists, headers, and all that. So I take my drawings to a civil engineer, and then he creates a set or a sheet of calcs with some details showing, his requirements for this building, and then stamps it, and I add that to my sheet, and then run them over to the city or county, wherever the job is, and run them through plan check, and we have to go through the process of making corrections. Once I go through plan check, and then we'll go through again. I have never had a set of plans that made it through plan check without, having some corrections from the county or city. Each county and city is different. Each plan checker is different. So they have things that they're looking for, and you just have to do what they ask so that you can get your plans through plan check. So this is just the beginning. I'm going to be copying, what I do as far as the drawings and putting them on future posts on YouTube. I hope that you can get something out of them. I hope they help you. I hope they inspire you, and stay with me as I go through this process of working on this property and doing all of those things. I'm going to go back to the first drawing because I want to zoom in here and kind of give you an idea of my shop area. Now, this shop area right here, this is the total length of the garage, and it's 23 feet inside to inside, and then I'm going to go ahead and measure this so you can get an idea of its length, and it's almost 40 feet from outside edge to outside edge. So 15 feet of it has already been let me escape this thing so it doesn't keep opening up. 15 feet of this has already been kind of earmarked for, this bathroom is different. It just has a toilet on right here where the lav is, and then this wall comes out, and I'm changing it so that it has a complete bathroom with the lav and the toilet and the shower. And then in this area here, I would like to put in a small kitchenette, with a sink and maybe a microwave. I haven't decided if there'll be a cooktop or not. And then cabinets against this wall. It does have a window here and here. These ceilings are at least 10 feet, so I'm debating on what I'm going to do with that. Of course, in the shop area, as you can tell, there's a door that comes in here, and that's kind of directly behind me, if you can see that. I have just an idea of what's going to go into this area, all of my machinery, and you can see that this is going to be my workstation or desk where I'm going to do, all the video editing or plans that I need to draw for whatever project I'm working on. And, I have my bandsaw, drill press, scroll saw, a joiner, my table saw, a miter station, my wood lathe, and so on and so forth. And all those are at this point on casters so they can be moved around. I'm going to do half of that. I'll probably insulate the whole thing or insulate half, do drywall on half of it, and I want to get this buttoned up. It is right now the middle of winter, so it gets kind of cold in here. I need to put an air conditioner unit in here also. So I have my work cut out for me in the next few months. Hopefully we can, move this project along and take you with us on that journey. Thank you for watching. As always, God bless, and we will see you on the next one.